This segment brought to you by Prudential. Let Prudential be your rock for retirement. Big Biz Show live from the Loft 100 studios in sunny San Diego, California. We are everywhere. International TV, international radio, national TV and radio. Let's not forget our latest affiliate, Bloomberg, in Mexico. We're going to Bloomberg Europe, and we're going to Bloomberg USA here pretty soon, along with Biz Talk Radio Network and Biz Television. That's right. We're TV and radio at the same time. Great to have you along. Good stuff. Jay Grdina, CEO, Adamas, or as Mike likes to say,
Adamas.
Typical sports guy. Wasn't that the Menon deodorant?
Menon.
Right. So, so you're stealing that for?
But you can apply it to any company.
Okay.
It's so easy.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, I see.
Adamas.
Adding syllables.
Doesn't work at all.
Jay Grdina.
Adamas One is a publicly traded company under the stock symbol JEWL. JEWL. We are talking about a high-tech company that leverages proprietary technology to produce what? High-quality, single crystal, lab-grown diamonds. There he is. Jay Grdina, one of my favorite guys. I think we're related, man. Listen, oh, look at, of course, you got Hollywood gangsters in behind. My favorite CEO of all time. If I were a CEO, my favorite color would be what? Desperation? Maybe apathy? His is confidence. And hey, let's talk real quickly, because I've got a couple of specific questions about the industry going on right now with you guys. But for the new affiliates at Bloomberg Financiero and for the rest of the country that we picked up, Jay, give us, first of all, welcome, and then give us an overview of what you guys are doing for folks who haven't heard the story before.
Sure, absolutely. So Adamas One, we consider ourselves we're the original lab-grown diamond company. Proprietary technology. I mean, we have 36 patents, 28 domestic, 8 international. We make some of the best lab-grown diamonds in the marketplace. Our corporate offices are in Scottsdale, Arizona, also sunny like San Diego. And our manufacturing facility is in Greenville, South Carolina. All U.S.-made product, which gives us a pretty good advantage above the competition. And we make a great diamond.
You know,
I mean, that's my 10-second elevator pitch.
Well, which is good, because I think what's interesting here is you know, your expansion of this acceptance into the world market with respect for consumers, because first of all, if you take a look at the real story here, spend any time reading your press releases or spend any time looking at the website, which of course is adamas1.com, you'll find that it's an interesting story, and you really can't tell the difference between a lab-grown diamond and an organic diamond, which brings us to the point, are there black helicopters outside your office from De Beers, right, and so on and so forth? Because I'm reading articles about De Beers, of course you've heard, waging a war against guys like you. Is that an accurate statement, or am I just am I perpetuating some sort of a war that doesn't exist?
You know, it's definitely accurate. I mean, we look at, the last press releases, De Beers says, they're launching a campaign, $20 million to $200 million. They're just like you said, they're claiming that buying diamonds organic, which 100% they are. But we both make diamonds. And I consider we have, even though we're in the same category, we're in two separate sections and factions of that category. So De Beers is definitely, I mean, look, we already crossed that watershed moment with lab-grown diamond sales. 50 to 55% of all diamond sales in America are lab-grown right now. So if you look at where De Beers is in fear of, the projections right now by the end of, 2023, lab-grown diamond sales in America will be 80 to 85%.
Wow.
I mean, that definitely takes a bite of revenue out of their pocket, to say the least. And look, I have nothing but mad respect for De Beers, and their philosophy is, look, these guys, the lab-grown diamond industry is not, eco-safe or eco-friendly, and there's social issues as well, because you look at how the lab-grown diamond industry pushes itself. It's like, look, we're eco-friendly, social-friendly, et cetera. Right. I can only speak for Adamas, right? I can't speak for, Joe Blow's company in India or Asia. I can tell you at Adamas, first of all, eco-friendly. We have, even though we have a massive power draw to manufacture our diamonds, we're a nuclear-based power source. So because we're in South Carolina, it's Duke Energy, 95% nuclear energy base. So we have almost no carbon footprint from our energy draw. And like I said before, we recirculate our water even. We don't even burn 18 gallons of water. And if you want to talk about labor laws, child labor, that's one of the things we're going to. look, we're a U.S.-based company.
Sure.
I mean, we have laws and guidelines, OSHA, that we have to adhere to. Especially even take it another notch further. We're on NASDAQ, JEWL. Because we're on NASDAQ, we even have further guidelines that we have to follow. So you're never going to come in our factory and see kids, with an AK-47 to their head.
Sure, right. Which is the whole blood diamond story that we've heard of for years and years and years.
Right. Hey, Jay, using 5 years as the window, how many lab-grown diamonds are going to be worldwide in that next 5 years, do you think?
Are we talking about just the jewelry industry, or you want to talk about the industrial and tech industry?
Let's talk percentage of the market.
Yeah.
I say percentage of the market worldwide.
Yeah.
I say 5 years, it's got to be 60%.
Wow.
I mean, even though it's in the 50s in America right now, don't forget, I mean, everything starts much slower as you go east.
Sure.
So it's starting to pop off in Europe. You see a lot of it in the UK right now happening. We just had a phone call with the distributor in France. We're talking about, set up distribution through them as well. But I think you'll start seeing India and Asia, those markets really pick up. So as it starts gravitating east, I think you're really going to see an onslaught. And then when we talk about, consumption, if you want to put in the technology side as well, I mean, diamonds are the hardest substance on earth. They're also the #1 thermal conductor and then the best optic properties. Oh. So we start seeing in the semiconductor industry, diamonds first will be used as thermal conductors because it's 30 times more thermal conductivity than silicone. And then, like, we're working on IP right now to have the whole entire semiconductor, the substrate to be diamond. Hey, I mean, Jay, obviously the diamond substrate's 5-7 years off, but everything else is pretty on the horizon.
By the way, the symbol, as he mentioned, is JEWL on NASDAQ, JEWL. I want to talk to you about the retail side. Of course, El Jolie is your high-end jewelry brand. Talk about client adoption and customer adoption. Is there really any naysayers outside the industry? I mean, our clients are clients, right? If they think that they can get a quality diamond at a good price, I don't care where you got it, as long as it's a real diamond, correct?
Absolutely. And we're starting, originally our target audience was that 15 to 35-year-old demographic, and we're starting to see that rapidly start climbing up because it's becoming more and more acceptable, and people are actually becoming more environmentally and socially conscientious, sustainable mankind. So we see much more people gravitating towards it. And originally when people were saying, oh, it's lab grown, you don't want to say it's lab grown. Now we're proud and we want to be known as a lab grown diamond company.
Sure.
Because of what it stands for. And we really see people, look, our cut and quality of our stones, especially for El Jolie, it's all DE color stones, VVS2 or better. And our cut and quality is unbelievable. Yeah, absolutely incredible. So when you see our jewelry and you put it against something in the mine industry, it's night and day difference.
That, I have one of those in my Scotch glass, by the way.
Right.
Show. Sounds a little something like this.
Yep.
Jay, we got to get you back in San Diego, man. Okay, Scottsdale, it's like a 45-minute flight. We're gonna drive somebody out there and just drive you out here. Jay Grdina, Adamas. Stock symbol JEWL. Thanks, buddy. We'll see you next week. JEWL. Also go to AdamasOne.com, the original lab-grown diamond company. Much more big biz to come. Stand by.